Okay, I would like to go through the syllabus now. So this you can find on the Moodle website. So we have two instructors, myself and Dr. Ghosh. You'll find that there are phone numbers here. These are office phone numbers. Those we're not at very often. So if you want to contact us, you can contact us through email or through the Moodle participants mail. So the course is all on Moodle. Uh, so there's a section here about how to succeed in the course. Uh, so this is some advice. Really, the key thing is you have to stay up with the course. Um, so this is a survey course, and so it goes very fast through the topics. The topics aren't really that difficult if you stay up with them, but if you fall behind, then you really get in trouble. So it's up to you to keep up with the lectures. All the lectures are going to be on Moodle, and so you have to schedule yourself and make sure that you keep up. Our classes are scheduled Monday and Wednesday, so it's good maybe to look at the lectures during those days and make yourself a schedule. So next is the course objectives, so you can read these and that'll become clearer when we go through this syllabus. So prerequisites, everyone is supposed to have taken 2 semesters of biology, calculus, general and organic chemistry. So we're not going to be using calculus in this class, only algebra. So it should be straightforward for everybody. Sometimes people have trouble with the algebra, and so if you have trouble, you should talk to someone and get some help. So now here's a summary of the topics on Moodle. And I thought I would go through them on the Moodle page. So I'm going to pause here and go to the Moodle page. So you should be able to open Moodle. You'll see at the top is the announcements. There are 2 buttons at the top that are very important. So this first button says, click here to purchase your all-in access for the semester. So we'll go through that in the syllabus, but if you want to purchase your access to Pearson, to the book online, you can click this button. It'll take you to the bookstore where you can purchase the book. Then the second button here, Chemistry Concepts and Connections, that's the name of our book, all in e-text. So once you, if you want to get access to the book and to the questions, the mastering questions, you will click this and then get you to a link to the book. So next we have the section of office hours. So Dr. Ghosh and I will have a forum where you can add questions to it and we'll address them. And there'll be permanent record. So if you want to go back or someone asked a question, you can go back and look at that. The next section is TA office hours. And so I'll go through that in the syllabus also, but we're going to divide you up into groups, and there are 12 TAs for the class. So you'll have a TA and a group that you can be part of that will help you answer questions. There's a Zoom link section. We're still working on that, but the TAs are going to also organize Zoom meetings so you can get to know each other. Here's the syllabus section, so you can look at the syllabus here. Exams will be online, and so when we come up with an exam, they'll be in this section. And then there are weekly assignments, which I'll tell you about. Those are here. Those will be graded. And then after they're handed in, there'll be solutions to the assignments here. Then there'll be problem sets. These will be also posted. This is homework and not graded. And so that's this section. And there'll be solutions to those posted every week. And then these are the lectures down here, the topics. Okay, I'm going to go back to the syllabus now. So these are a summary of the Moodle topics, and those are what we went through already. So you can see what they're supposed to be about here. There's a summary of them. So as I said, the textbook is called Biochemistry Concepts and Connections, and it's an e-text. So you have to purchase it through the website. Um, so you get temporary access until August 24th, so you can access it right away. And that's so that if you decide to drop the class, so August 21st is the last drop date without a W grade, you won't have to purchase the book if you decide to drop the class. So you have free access until August 24th, but after August 24th, you have to be sure that you buy the book by then. If you don't buy the book by then, you're going to lose access. And so to purchase the book, there's a connection here to the bookstore, or I showed you on Moodle, there's a connection to the bookstore that you can click, and you can go through and you have to pay for it. So if you haven't paid, then you haven't bought the book. So after August 24th, if you don't buy the book, you're going to lose access to it. You can then purchase it directly through the Pearson website, but the book will be more expensive then, and there'll be a 24-hour or 48-hour blackout period, so you won't be able to access it for 48 hours, and then you'll be able to buy the book through Pearson. And so it will be, as I said, more expensive. So it's a lot easier if you buy it before August 24th and get it through the bookstore. So when if you want to get to the book right now or after you purchase it, I showed you there's a link with a book name at the top of the Moodle page, and you can click on that. And the first time you click on that, it's going to ask you to log on to Pearson. So if you have a log on already to Pearson, you can use that if you've used it in a different class. If not, you have to make a username and a password. Doesn't cost anything. But then they're going to ask you the first time you log on to accept their terms, the privacy terms. And so you have to agree to that. You can read the fine print or agree, and then you'll be able to get access to the book through that link. So if you have problems getting onto Pearson, you can look through the registration instructions first. You can try clearing your cache and cookies. That's sometimes a problem. If all else fails, you can talk to our Pearson representative, Cassandra, and here's her web link, her email link. And she's very busy, but she will get back to you. And if all else fails, you can ask me, and I can see if we can solve the problem. You can actually also buy a print copy of the book, so the e-text will disappear when the class is over. If you want a hard copy, there's an inexpensive version you can get through the Moodle site, and these are the instructions for doing that. And this is a loose leaf copy, so there'll be pages with you can add to a 3-ring binder and get a copy of the book. So if you want to do that after you purchase the book, there's a cheap way to do that, and they'll send you the loose leaf copy for free. Well, you don't have to paper mailing. But so now, so we suggest that you read the textbook and follow the lectures. So we do have topics in the lectures that are not covered well in the book. So, but it's also good to read the book because you get a different view of the topic. So if you do both of those, it'll really help you to understand the topics better. Study time, you should consider 3 hours of outside reading and homework and working on problems for every 75-minute lecture time. So that's 3 hours twice a week. And so really, you just have to put in the time to get to understand the material and to work the problems. So I've said that Dr. Ghosh and I will have office hours in the form of a forum. So you can post your questions to the forum and we'll respond to them. And that'll be a permanent record of questions in the forum that people can refer to. So we have 12 teaching assistants for the class. And so every TA is going to be assigned about 20 students, and they will contact you, and you'll be a small group. And so the TAs will be your first uh, person to contact if you have questions. So that's a way to try to make the class more personal. Uh, we don't really get a chance to interact with the students as much because it's such a big class. But hopefully your TA will, and your group will be people you get familiar with and can ask questions and talk to. So there are two types of problems that you're going to be assigned. There's the problem sets, which are homework, and these are not graded. So they'll be posted on Moodle every week, and you can work in a group to do them, but you really should do them because you have to interact with the material in order to understand it. So these are not handed in. We'll post the answers at the end of the week, and you can check your answers. It's really important that you do the problems on your own and not do them by checking the answers uh, because that's really the way you learn, right? So make sure you do those. And then every week there's going to be a weekly assignment, which is graded. That'll be assigned by Monday, and that'll be due Friday, 11:59. So you have the week to do them. And so these are uh, you hand it in, and they're made to kind of keep you on track. So every week you do an assignment, and they'll be on the topic that we're studying during the week. They shouldn't take so long to do, but you really need to work independently, not in a group because they're going to be graded. So you'll hand those in, you'll submit those as a PDF file. The TAs, your TA will grade them and give you comments. And so it's really also a chance to get feedback from the TA to see how you're doing, right? And so there's 6 points for each of these assignments, right? So hopefully those will be helpful to you. There'll be online exams also. The exams will all be open book. You definitely need to work on them independently. To work with others is really cheating. So you need to do those independently. And just like the assignments, these are going to have to be uploaded as PDF files. So you need to figure out the best way for you to upload a PDF file. If you're printing a file and you're taking a picture of it with your phone, we suggest you use Adobe Scan, and you can download that as an app because that'll make it directly into a PDF file. But we'll get practice doing that, and you need to figure that out, how to upload a PDF file. So that's the end of my part of the syllabus. Dr. Ghosh will start talking about the COVID-19 and the second part of the syllabus.